Hello YouTube, I'm Duarte and welcome to Still Not A Millionaire with another week recap in our road to reach $1 million of or euros in this case of net worth. I'm still a long way ahead. I don't know if you've been following the episodes. If you haven't done so, you can watch them in the playlist and I hope that I can share with you some important things of my journey, and feel free to join me in this long-term objective of mine. Without further ado, let's go to the markets and see what happened in this week. Starting once again with our global analysis, this was a pretty volatile week for the U.S. market. Okay, watching for example Nasdaq or S&P 500, there were some negative days as the number of cases continued to increase of cases of COVID-19. In Europe also this trend is still very strong, even sometimes stronger than what we see in the US. For example, in Portugal, the country where I live, now we start to reach new higher highs in the number of daily cases of positive cases, and this is already demanding that some cities to reduce or to limit the entrance and the movement of people inside and outside of those places. Okay, and this of course will impact how companies can run their business. Okay, and this week I'm adding another company to my playlist. Okay, I've already talked about REN. Okay, which is basically an infrastructure a company that is responsible for the infrastructure of telecommunications and electricity from Portugal. Okay, so I think that this can be a good player and a good company to invest in. It also has a solid dividend. Okay, we've calculated about 7% dividend yield, which is great, but it has remained quite stable. I'm expecting a bit more, a little bit more consolidation until I get in. Okay, I don't know if I will start to invest slowly. Okay, just to get my foot inside. But we'll see how this week goes, and with these additional with these lockdown measures, let's see how this impacts the stock. I've already talked about Galp. That is a company that operates in the oil and gas industry and is integrated, meaning that it has a business not only in the exploration phase in the upstream but also in the downstream, distributing the oil and gas products. And I'm adding to my watch list another stock, that is BCP, which is a bank, a commercial bank that is a bank that also operates in Portugal, and I think that is a bank with a lot of potential. If you go to the website, for example, you can see that it has a recognized app, and I think that the banking industry in general needs to be aware that things in the future might not be as easy as they were in the past. So they need to focus their attentions in the new needs, in the new things that people seek in a banking service. Okay, not only to make a loan and to create a bank account, but for example to also trade and to be able to access the markets and other things, and in all of this, low commissions. Okay, I think that with increasing competition, commissions will have to decrease, so banks need to be aware of this and look for other ways to receive or to have revenues in other ways and this way keep people interested in this sort of banks that as we already know, there are a lot of banking solutions of fintech with a much lower fixed costs, and they have a sort of advantage when competing with these banks because they can offer a lot of cheaper services and with the same quality. Nevertheless, the thing that also attracted me is that the stock of Millennium BCP is facing new lower lows, which can be good. I don't know why it is falling so much. I know that the banking industry in general isn't facing a great time, but for example, I'm using TradingView for those who are watching the video for the first time. This is a free shorting platform, and you have a lot of functionalities. If you go here to the third icon, you can open some news where you can see, for example, for BCP, what's happening. I'm sorry, I think I'm in gulp. Well, I need to select BCP. Let's see if now it shows BCP. Well, it's showing about gulp. I don't know why, but the thing that I saw here is basically company hasn't been able to register good profits in the past earnings announcements. Okay, namely in February, when the impact of COVID, the first wave of COVID-19 was being felt in the economy, and the people were a lot very apprehensive, and well, the entire market was facing a lot of uncertainty, and it had a real impact. The bank felt it, namely in the earnings, okay, achieving negative earnings. But since then, in the following quarters, it was already able to achieve positive earnings, and well, it is going to announce the next earnings at 29 of October. Let's see how it goes. It will be also this week, I guess. Yes, 29 is on Thursday. So this week we'll have not only Gulp, that is announcing tomorrow, Monday, its earnings, and also BCP. Let's see how it goes. With these additional measures, I think that the market has still some more additional room to correct itself. Okay, but well, if I see that the earnings go really well on these companies, Gulp, I think that is already showing signs of recovery. I think that I will invest a little bit, and so that I don't miss at all if things go to the upside, and well, at least I know that I have some money invested. This was what I will be focusing on this week, even though I haven't been investing and adding additional money to my account, because I've been facing some extraordinary expenses. Let's say I plan to, at the end of this month, add up some additional capital to my account, and in the next video I will update you so that we see how's my current net worth and how far we still are from our objective of reaching $1 million euros. I'm sorry. So I will see you next week.